Yo, what's good, y'all? We out here with another episode, video with the Buff Missionary. Yes, indeed. And today we're going to be answering a few questions. Put a little blurb out on the social mediums and got some random questions. So we're going to give the people what they want and answer some of these here. And go ahead, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. We're going to be doing a mix of all different kinds of content. A lot of it is going to be observations from the day to day experience and connecting the dots between the lessons we can learn from the things that go on in our own day to day experience, as well as some random Q&As, but also some more specific Q&As on certain topics to come in the future, as well as the interviews and different things that come with actual missionaries, people who have spent time out there having an impact outside of their comfort zone. So all that different kind of stuff. So go ahead, don't miss the content. But anyways, some of these questions, I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna need a little bit of context. And I'm gonna try to give that to you as quickly and as sufficiently as I can. So we're gonna start with this one right here. Does coffee play an important role for work stuff or no need for coffee? Well, if I'm being honest, I've never really been a fan of coffee ever. Coffee is one of those things. I treat coffee like some people treat alcohol. I'm a social coffee drinker. So, for example, never really had it consistently uh, ever. I think staying in a hotel one time when I was smaller, me and my brother used to sneak the packs out. Well, we thought we were being sneaky, but obviously, you open up those beans, everything smells. And I really loved the smell, but hated the taste. So poured all kinds of creamer, every kind of sugar and thing that they had in there. I was putting in there just so I could be able to drink it and think I was enjoying myself. But outside of that, in my adult life, never really got into it. But the last few years, I've been working here at the university, and the other two deans are big into coffee. One of them, actually, the head dean, he is like a coffee connoisseur. So, I mean, when you look at his setup, he makes his own stuff from the the what do you call it? The lattes to the frappuccino, all that kind of stuff. He knows how to make it. Nitro brewed, all the stuff I never even heard of. And a lot of times for our meetings, he would bring some and we would drink. So I've had a lot of coffee over the course of the last couple years. That being said, I've never noticed that I feel more awake or alert after drinking it. Um, I haven't seen that all of a sudden I'm like in the zone. It doesn't keep me awake if I drink it at night. I still go right to sleep as if I was drinking water. So for me personally, I don't see the need for it in terms of work performance. I don't think that you need it to perform well. And I would suggest if you're actually feeling like you need that boost, maybe you need more sleep. It just a thought. I'm not hating. I'm just throwing it out there. So yeah, I don't think it plays an important role. But again, different folks, different strokes. For some people, they may feel that boost, and it may wake them up in a little bit more ways that they need. So different folks, different strokes. For me personally, not so much, but for you, maybe. All right, how about this? What is your hair routine? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the locks we got going on here. I always had kind of like this mini fro, and never really knew what to do with it. So I'd always kind of shave the sides because I thought just the regular kind of fro looking like a microphone. I had people call me a microphone for a while, and so I had to switch it up and did that by shaving the sides down. And over the last few years, before the last few years, I was out in the mission field and there weren't too many different things I could do with my hair. So I would just kind of keep it long, kind of pat it down here. When I got here to the States is when I decided to lock it up and do something different. Always wanted to do something cool with my hair, but just never really had the opportunity. The thing that I like most about the dreads is that they're very low maintenance. Now, I have a couple different essential oils like tea tree oil, black seed oil, and what's that other one? Oh my goodness, what is it called? I can't remember. Castor oil. That's the one. And between those three, there's a blend. I'll put that in there, get that in the roots, and that's pretty much it. I have a couple other products depending on the day, what I'm trying to accomplish, but I like to keep it simple. And in terms of actually locking it up, I may treat it or do something with it once a month just to make sure that the locks are tight and that I'm not getting a bunch of loose hair in the ends. So my hair routine is very simple by design. I wanted to do this because I didn't want to have to mess with the hair all the time, and this is accomplishing it. I love it, and I don't know how long we're gonna grow these out, but hey, man, we out here, so it's gonna be what it is. Let it do what it do, baby. All right, next question. Why don't you call when you're in the DMV? All right. So, a couple things here. First, the last well, let me start with this. So, I have been to the DMV. For those of you who don't know, that's DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Grew up there in the woods there, was born in Baltimore, grew up in Virginia. And so for many years I considered that place home. A lot of my college buddies actually are from that area as well. And my sister actually happens to live in DC area still, Arlington, um, as we speak. But here's the thing. Since coming back to the States a few years ago, I haven't been there all too often. And within the last couple of years, the reasons that I've been back have been for serious things, uh, be it having to check on my mom with some health issues that she was struggling with. And obviously, I wasn't really trying to um, be out there chopping it up with the homies while we're trying to deal with that. And the other time recently was both my parents got COVID, almost took my pops out. So we were there for that. That was a crazy time. And then the most recent time that I was there is when my parents were actually packing up to move down to Tennessee, which is where they are now, obviously, which means that I won't probably be in the DMV area anytime soon. So I apologize for not reaching out in the past, and I also apologize for probably not reaching out as much in the future. But I will say this: next time I go, whether it's catching up with my sister, catching a flight out of DC or something like that, I'm gonna hit y'all up. All right, you can book that. It's here in the video, so you can hold me to it. All right. Okay, next question. Ooh, I like this one right here. How you get them muscles? It is a buff missionary out here. You know what I'm saying? So we out here. We out here. And you know, it's really a couple words: consistency and discipline. I believe that you can put your mind to anything and succeed. I I believe that as long as you stay consistent. See, we all have big ideas of things that we want to do. We have that um, kind of end goal that we look at and we say, "Oh yeah, 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 this is it right here. That's the thing I want to do. That's what I want to be in so many years." I go to the gym, I start working out. I want to look like that guy right there, and that's great. I feel you on that. But the disconnect happens when we go in there for the first time and we think, "Oh man, this is too hard. I'm out." The consistency drops off immediately. It's never developed. The discipline says, "Well, you know what? I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna go to McDonald's even though it's 11 at night," as opposed to not eating after that last meal I had around 5 o'clock. Those are the two biggest things that contribute to it. Honestly, right now I'm doing a lot of body weight stuff, calisthenics. I'm doing deadlift, squat, and bench, but I'm not even trying to push myself to see as much as I can do. I already hit the 1,000 pound club, so I hit that goal. Right now, I'm doing kind of more of a maintenance type thing with a little bit of strength training improvement. But the bottom line is, I have made the plan efficient enough that I can go into the gym for 40 minutes and I'm good. Like, I don't need to be in there for 2 hours to try to do stuff. And this is where people get discouraged because they think that everyone who's in the gym looking jacked or big or swole must be in there for 2 hours, 6 days a week. No, you don't need that. You could literally start by doing something for 10 minutes every day, and that would put you on the right track to building muscle growth as long as you can build consistency and discipline. With those two things, I'm telling you, the sky is the limit, and you can develop whatever you want, not just muscle, but anything in your experience you can develop. But yeah, hit the gym up a little bit, and even if you want to do body weight stuff, even doing push-ups. I keep trying to get my dad on this. He's a little bit older, obviously, but hey, man, even if you did 10 push-ups every morning, you'd see a difference, and that inspire you to do more. Develop the consistency, develop the discipline. You'll see the results. Okay. Uh, Here's the next question. What is the most important thing about Corey? Um, how is that a question that's possible for someone to answer about themselves without sounding like a lot of words you could use there, but without sounding like just a conceited somebody that you really wouldn't want to be associated with? I don't know. I feel like that's a question that you would have to answer uh, as a viewer or as someone who knows me. You might have to say what you think. Because here's the thing. I might think that there's something that I'm bringing to the table that's super important. But when you look at friendships and the way that people interact, it's often because of things about you that are important to that specific individual, and that's why there's a connection there. So, yeah, I might say that something is the most important thing about me, and a lot of my friends may not even identify that as something that ties us together. So, I don't know how to answer that question. I, you know what? I'll say this. I would say the most important thing about me is that I want to serve, and I want to try to contribute something for the sake of others that can be a benefit to them. Um, I want I want people who associate with me to get a benefit from having associated with me. Yeah, maybe yeah. We'll stick with that for now. But like I said, it's a tough question to answer. Okay, these last couple ones we're going to look at here are there's a little bit of a background to them. And the first one is, what is the first book of the Bible? And the second one is, which came first, the Old or the New Testament? Now, where do I even start with this? For one, I'll say this. I'm not succumbing to peer pressure, okay? It's not going to happen. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of answering these questions in this format. All right? It's not going to happen. So, long story short, we were talking about lo-fi kind of hip hop beats kind of stuff. And to me, lo-fi, like there's different artists, different patterns you can pick up in the music. It's not all the same. But almost everyone else I talk to thinks that all lo-fi sounds the same. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's different. Like there's some that hit and there's some that just aren't that nice. That's just the way it is. Just the way it is. So we were chilling at the house and I ended up hearing a particular song that I had saved in my playlist, and I knew who the artist was and I knew what the song was. And they thought that was absolutely ridiculous that I would know that stuff just from hearing it. And so the next thing I get asked is a whole bunch of questions about religious things or spiritual things, which I'm supposed to know because obviously I'm a Christian and I grew up with the Bible and I'm in the seminary now learning all this other stuff here. So they're asking. The first one was, can you say all the books of the Bible in order? Because I could pick out this artist and this song. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of even attempting that. Do I know the Bible, the books of the Bible in order? Yes, I do. I should. But I'm not going to tell you just to get the satisfaction of you asking for the answer. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So, hey, if you want to ask me off the record, maybe I will tell you what the first book of the Bible is. Maybe I will tell you which came first between the Old and New Testament. And maybe, just maybe, if you're lucky and if I'm in a really good mood, off the record, I'll recite for you the 66 books of the Bible. But if not, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not giving you that satisfaction. But hey, anyways, thanks for hanging out for this video. A little random, a little something different, answering some questions. More to come for sure. But hey, it's the Buff Missionary, and we out here trying to do a little something, put a smile on your face, make you think a little bit while we're at it too. And until next time, man, let it do what it do, baby. We out here and we out.